What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. So we've just finished the master mission for Theo Tharnell, which is what everything's about currently because it's brand new. And we've done it with a protection from elites build that Mike was using in my Discord, along with a few other people on Facebook groups and X and places like that. So I've kind of thrown it together because it was very common what people were using. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and let's get straight into it. Right, I think it took me about an hour and 15 minutes to clear the mission. It wasn't particularly difficult, but my hand felt like it was going to fall off from clicking the Scorpio over and over and over again. So do be warned that although yes, you will be able to clear it with this, it will take you a long time and your hand might fall off afterwards. Right, so this is the build. So what we're going to just kind of focus on straight away off the rip. If we go into this, you can see about 74% of protection from elites. Obviously, that could be 80, but the 6% isn't really worth it when you're going to lose out on so much damage anyway, and we don't do that much damage, which is what makes it a little bit rough. So I would kind of stick with this 74%. You might be a couple of percent less depending if you've got 13% PFE mods or not. I have 2. But you might be at 72% otherwise. So this is the actual build, and it actually works fairly well. And there's no real hard pieces to get here, apart from maybe the chill out mask if you've not got one, because that's where I can have 2 protection from elite mods in, with critical hit chance and armor. But I do believe he's dropping them right now, still at the moment, so you might be able to farm one and get 5% total armor. If you've not got this and you can't get it, I probably wouldn't recommend going with a healer guard mask. I'd probably recommend going with a palisade mask for the next 10% armor on kill. You can have an armor core attribute, crit chance, crit damage with a protection from elite modding, just to kind of add you with a little bit of extra survivability. Then you need the 0Fs. I'm running it naturally with armor. It gives us 10% shotgun damage, crit chance, crit damage, really good roll on this one, with a 12% protection from elite mod in, with perfectly unbreakable. Again, you don't need this. You could just run regular unbreakable on a Badger Tough chest piece if you wanted to. That would also work if you've not got the 0Fs, because obviously the crit chance, crit damage variant can be pretty hard to come across. Then for damage, Fox's prayers, damage target out of cover is king here, with crit chance and an armor roll. Now, I did feel like sometimes it was a little bit sketchy. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 blue cores. You could probably give one of them up for a red one if you're a little bit more careful. But this is kind of just what I went with. I don't think you need any more blue cores unless you want to take 2 hours to do it. Like I said, it took me an hour and 15 minutes with this because damage was low. Then improvised pieces, you can craft these. So we've got the gloves with crit chance, crit damage and a protection from elite mod with obviously weapon damage. Then we've got a holster with crit chance, crit damage, protection from elites, and weapon damage. Memento with a protection from elite modding, really nice in this situation because we get weapon damage, armor, and the skill tier. And we're going to be using the shield a lot. Now, take note here, my shield was level 27, and that really did help me. The regen was awesome. So you're probably going to need at least 12% in your shield for this to really work. Same with my Scorpio. If you're not kind of over level 12 with it, you might struggle a little bit because I thought damage was lacking. So it took me an hour and a quarter. It might just take you a little bit longer if you've got less expertise in. I understand 27 is a bit of a grind. 50% crit chance, 81% critical hit damage, 65% headshot damage, and 12% armor damage with 74% protection from elites. Gunner, because with shotgun damage highlighted, we get 10% extra armor on kill. But for instance, if you're lacking with the mask, you could swap that out to the crossbow, which will give you a 15% protection from elite bonus. So you can get closer to that 80%, because really this only works because of how high this protection from elite bonus is. So just be careful with that. And the only thing I can really guide you, and I've said it in the actual run through, is that reds and purples really do hurt. I didn't use modifiers for the run. This worked. Would I recommend using it? Not unless you've got a death wish and you want your fingers to fall off. It just, yeah, although it works, and if someone's really desperate to get to the end and get a provocator and they want to get to the end on master, this will work. It will work in a group as well. In a group, it might help out a bit because there's no scaling in this mission, so I did it solo, and it's kind of like being a tank that can do some damage. So in a group, you might actually help out running this, as long as everyone else was kind of on DPS builds, just to make it float a little bit quicker. So yeah, this absolutely does work, and it's probably a good build if you want to help people out. But I would definitely go with my blue screen build over this, because 1, I value my fingers, and 2, I just want it to be a little bit quicker. Anyway, that's going to be it for the video. If you've got any other builds that you've managed to do the master in solo, drop them down below. Let me have a look, and I maybe might make a video on it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Consider hitting that join button if you want to support the channel just that little bit extra. Thank you for watching, agents, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.